How does Jackson County begin this rebuilding process?
The number one thing that needs to happen is that the elected leaders of this community, and I'm talking the county commissioners and the mayors, get together around a table and decide, okay, what's our goal? What is our strategic plan? How do we phase this? What are the steps we need to get to walk through this? And it needs to be a coordinated way of doing things. And I think that's the number one thing we need to start with, because again, as I said, there's plenty of experts out there that can tell us what needs to be done, what are the specifics, but somebody needs to provide that overall guidance and direction and priorities. What are those priorities? So there's 10 things that need to be done,
right? And
which one's number one?
How does that information that around that round table get to the community? Because we've got business owners burned out of their businesses. We've got home after home after home leveled. Where do they find that information? Do they sign up for it? Can't get their mail? How does this information get to them?
The other piece that's crucial to this is you need to form a planning cell, one level down below these elected leaders who are establishing overall. Think of that group as the board of directors for this initiative, okay? Big picture, strategic planning, guidance and policy and priorities. But below that, you need to put together a team of experts from all of these different jurisdictions, and you need somebody there from the business community. This is where you get into the idea of stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders that are gonna make this happen? And they need to do the more detailed planning. And as they gather information, they give it to this board of directors, and the board of directors says, you're right. Those are the 10 things that need to be done, and we think our guidance to you is this is number one, this is number two, this is number three, and this is how we'd like to do it. Now you go work the detailed plans. And again, when you have gotten done with that, then you need to put this on the website, and you need to, citizens can critique and talk about it and provide their input. That's the democratic process.
Because issuing hope and information is so key right now.
Correct. In other words, part of issuing hope is saying, we've got a plan. Here's how we're going to address these issues, and this is how we're going to get to this end state of here's where we want to be. We want to restore and rebuild our community, and this is how we're going to restore and rebuild our community. And the people need to know that there's a plan, and they need to be able to see that. I think that people, what bothers people a lot of times is they see activity, but they don't see the organization behind it. They don't say, oh, you know what? We're in step 2 right now. We're in step 3. So they kind of have an idea that, you know what? I see that they've laid this out, and we're going to have disagreements on what the best way to do this is, but let's come to some kind of a consensus and let's coordinate it.